As students across the state continue remote learning, the accessibility that families have to technological resources has raised concerns. Eileen Cavanaugh, president and CEO of Boys and Girls Club of Greater Holyoke, spoke with Zydalis Bauer about their efforts in helping to close the digital learning divide for students in Holyoke. Cavanaugh also provided an update on how their Exempt emergency childcare program for essential workers is going.
Back in March, actually, when COVID-19 kind of hit, so to say, we had the opportunity to apply for a small grant through the Waldron Charitable Fund, actually. And so this is the first time that the fund was making available funding to our geographic area in particular. And it was to address a specific issue around COVID-19 and the impact it might have on a community like Holyoke. And so what we did is we, started out, we've had a very strong partnership with the Holyoke Public Schools for many years now. So I reached out to Dr. Stephen Drake, the receiver, and we talked about, what he found to be the biggest struggle. And so with schools closing, we recognized that our population of people, the community in Holyoke, was not prepared to go to an online learning platform at all. That there were severe technology deficiencies, as well as actually really struggling with internet access even. And so I wrote this grant to support, what we're considering the digital divide. And so what it is it allowed us to purchase 75 tablets and hotspots that we then are distributing out to families who are in need of actual equipment and internet service. And so it's supplementing work that the public schools had been doing. They had also been distributing tablets. But the reality is we really found that, in order to go to a successful online learning platform, every child needs a tablet. Every child needs access to fast internet service. And so this is just a way of us supplementing the work that's being done in the community.
And how does a family know if they're eligible for this? And if they are, how can they get in contact with you?
So we initially started to reach out to families that were already participating within our programming, especially families that have been living in what we refer to as our satellite unit communities, which are within the Holyoke Housing Authority communities of Bowdoin, Tefford, and Churchill. So we literally made phone calls to the households. We started to survey families' needs, and then started to kind of prioritize where we could fill in. And so that's a majority of how we've been doing it. We have also received some referrals from the public schools as well, who have families that they know are still in need, and maybe other agencies and organizations as well. And so, unfortunately, we have a limited amount of tablets and hotspots to distribute. And we wanted to make sure that they were going to kind of the highest priority needs, so to say. So it's families who had no equipment at all, no technology in their household, or were working or operating off of cell phones, which is not an efficient way to access a learning platform. Or families who also had multiple children that were sharing one piece of equipment.
What has the response been from families? Because I can imagine that they are extremely grateful, and everyone just wants their child to be educated and have the resources in place. So what kind of responses have you been hearing from them?
It's been a very positive response, obviously. Parents have been so appreciative. And I think one thing that they really appreciate also is with the tablet, it comes fully set up and loaded, so to say. The hotspot provides them with that secure, fast internet access that they need. And then it also comes with technical assistance. So we have the privilege of having a director of technology here at the club, Victor Rojas, who does a great job and is telling the families, call me, I'll help you troubleshoot through, because equipment is only as good as it's, utilized. And so we need to make sure that families are continuing to be able to access the technology the right way. And so the hotspot comes with a year-long free internet service, as well as that technical support from somebody like Victor Rojas, who will be able to walk through some of the issues and support learning. But the families have been incredibly appreciative of being able to continue to support their youth's learning, their children's learning. And I agree with you. The reality is parents do want to support and help their kids as much as possible. And so if we can help support them doing that, that's what our role is as an organization.
The last time we spoke, it was kind of in the beginning of this pandemic when you were all just starting the emergency childcare program. Can you give us an update on how that's going?
So it's actually been going really well. We opened up as an exempt emergency childcare program under Governor Baker's orders on March 23rd. We have the capacity to enroll up to 40 youth. And I'll be honest, we're almost at capacity, although our average daily attendance really is hovering mostly around 25 youth. So the idea is that families are not taking advantage of the childcare every day. They take advantage of it as they need it to enable them to continue to be an essential worker in our community. And so the program has been going really well. It's certainly not business as usual around here. We're very used to having a full club with lots of kids and lots of opportunities, but we've put some great protocols and practices in place and being really mindful of health and sanitation and social distancing practices. And so, we've changed the way we're operating our business to an extent, but we're really grateful that we're still able to serve youth in particular, and we're still able to serve our community, which is most important.
What types of activities are the kids doing? Because I know this must be a really stressful time for them too. And even this childcare might not be their regular childcare that they're used to going to. So how have you been engaging them to try to keep their mind off of things that are going on in the world today?
We try to practice a lot of team building around here. The idea is for them to know that they are in a safe and secure space, first and foremost. So we talk about the practices of sanitation and health in particular, and we really do a lot of education around the importance of hand washing, the importance of wiping down spaces, the importance of trying to maintain social distancing as much as possible. But our kids are really engaged in some high quality activities. I mean, that's what we do best. And so time is spent every day on some kind of academic learning or an online platform. So youth are bringing to the club their passwords and usernames, and we're supporting them with the online platforms, definitely. We're also creating our own opportunities for academic success is one of our priority areas as an overall organization. So it's integrated into every activity that we do, to be honest with you. So we do spend some time addressing the academics. We also spend some time, which we also think is really important, addressing the physical recreation opportunities for our kids. They need to get moving. They need to get up and they need to start moving again. And so we have opened our gym and are starting to use gym activities that allow us to do social distancing. We play tennis in our gym, which is a great social distancing activity. Soccer is another great one where the kids, at least two, no more than two kids with individual goals. Kids are jump roping, kids are hula hooping. We're doing some social distancing games that we found available online. And so it's about really kind of maintaining that healthy aspect of youth. And then we're also doing an awful lot of arts and crafts projects, which has been really fun to see the kids engaged. And we're utilizing a lot of Skype opportunities with local museums and aquariums across the country that are offering those kinds of opportunities for programs to take advantage of. So the kids are busy when they're here. They're here for a long day. Some of them are here for at least 8 hours a day, maybe a little longer. But our intent, is to really fill it up with high quality, engaging activities.